Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I'm going to do your June the 29th Spiritual Principle Day in a meditation. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Let's go ahead and get into that meditation. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. I am having a wonderful morning, but I want to say it is coming with challenges. This is my fourth taping. I can't even pretend that I don't know the title of the meditation. This is my fourth taping of this one. And it just has to do with me working on a smaller device. So hitting the wrong buttons, ending the recording when I'm midstream. So let's go ahead and get into it though, right? I'm still excited to be with you. Um, yeah. Still excited to be with you. This is interesting. It's entitled In Harmony with Reality. And it says, sanity is living in harmony with reality. That comes from the Living Clean book, chapter 1, A Vision of Hope. Yeah, the organization I work with, Hope Through Navigation, we just did a 7th annual event, Jab's Jubilation event. And I'm telling you, dealing hope instead of dope today, right? Man, it's so exciting how our God can use us to bring hope instead of dope to our communities. This is going to be good. It says here, get real. To addicts, even those of us with clean time, reality can be a dirty word. People telling us that our version of XYZ isn't real, that we are in denial about XYZ, or worst of all, that our feelings about XYZ don't square with reality. They might as well be telling us to go XYZ ourselves. When we are in active addiction, it is much easier to hold false beliefs about ourselves and the world around us. We don't want to hear the truth because we fear the truth will hurt us. In a sense, drugs keep us safe from having to deal with reality until they don't. When we get clean, that barrier is removed. And the 12-step process actively challenges us to discover, dismantle, and discard those beliefs that separate us from the truth of a situation and prevent us from being authentic and acting with integrity. The ongoing struggle is in identifying which of our beliefs are not in harmony with reality. This process starts when we begin to trust that we might not have the most astute judgment about our choices. Our willingness to question the stories we tell ourselves often precedes our ability to see reality. We accept help from other recovering addicts as we navigate through the minefield of our alternate realities. Our capacity to be in harmony with the world around us improves when our worldwide view, when our worldview widens and is shaped more by principles than by our disease. I really want to reread that because that is a powerful sentence there. Let me reread it and emphasize it where it needs to be. Our capacity to be in harmony with the world around us improves when our worldview widens and is shaped more by principles than by our disease. Reality becomes less distorted. The serenity prayer's meaning becomes astoundingly clear. After a period of numbness, reality often stings, but the truth will help us, not harm us. What is an XYZ in my life that currently isn't in harmony with reality? Can I trust my own perspective about that issue? If I'm not sure who in my life loves me enough to tell me to get real. Ooh, that one was heavy. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today. Please and thank you. So the serenity prayer becomes astoundingly clear when we start to rest, right? Or hover over spiritual principles instead of the disease of addiction that likes to really run riot within us sometimes. It becomes very clear. So, who do you have, right? Who do I have? I have a few people, not many, but I have a few people that will say, no, get real. That sounds really good. I have this amazing niece and nephew, both of them. Sometimes when I'm having a conversation with them, the look on their face is just, it cracks me up because when they're listening to me and I'm talking with them, they're looking at me like, no, that's not reality. And most of the time, what they mean is that I have this superhero, superpower, super, exhilarated thought that I can handle this situation this time. And they remind me, and how many times have you tried to pick that situation back up and what happened? And you still want to give it another go after 20 years of failing to be able to handle it? Get real, girl. No. And I love it because it's just, it's just a look in their eyes. One that, yeah, we're excited that you're still excited about the situation, but we know you and we know the situation. And no, get real. That look, they don't even have to say it. It's just a look. And I'm like, yeah, gotta stop being codependent, pull my hands back off of that one. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that. And I come to my senses. Who does that for you? Who is it that does that for you? Who is your person? Do you have a person? Some people don't have a person, right? I have a couple of people. I have a couple of people. One is in town and one is out of town, right? I mean, actually, there's probably more than a couple, but there's two people, one for sure that I know that I talk to every day. And if I don't talk to them every day, there's some level of interaction through text. Pretty near every day. I'm their person and they're my person. Who do you have? Or are we just winging it? This is my thought, XYZ, and nobody's gonna change it. Here's the issue with that. Let's be real. Here's the issue with that. We isolated ourselves. We hid our thinking from other people and we altered our reality, our perception of reality. Let me put it like that. We altered it by using drugs. In that hit, in that next high, in that next wine glass, right? In that Hennessy bottle. Come on, let's break it down because this is for real. This is our life. In that using pattern, there came this comfort that it's okay for me to feel the way that I feel. I'm seeing things correctly. And there's nothing you can say or do that is going to change my perception now. I'm straight. You ever had that when you was high? I'm straight. I'm good. I'm straight. No, I don't need nothing. I'm good. I'm good. And that was all a facade, all a masquerade. It wasn't reality. It was an illusion that we created through the drug and a sense of comfort. Now it ends. I'm no longer high. I don't get high anymore. The numbness is wearing off, and I'm smack dab in the middle of my feelings and reality. I'm smack dab in the middle of it because that's life. That always was life. That was always what was real. But now all of a sudden, I am dealing with it for the first time without a hit, without something to change my perception. No, 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 no. It's not going to be comfortable. Did you think it was going to be comfortable getting clean? Did you really think it was going to be comfortable having to accept that you dropped the ball on your own kids for the next one for that hit? That the best that you're gonna get, maybe if you're fortunate, is a visit on Wednesday after school and every other weekend because you chose drugs, right? Yeah. The reality is this is where we're at. If that's your situation, the reality could be something else. It could be that you chose to stay out homeless in the cold, getting high when you had a bed that you could have easily gone home to. You chose the streets, and now you're frostbitten and you're losing parts of your body, having to be amputated because of a decision that you made about getting high, and you nodded off in a freezing car or building that had no heat in the middle of sub-degree weather. And now this is your reality. These are the things that are the wreckage of our past. Yeah, it stings. It stings. That's why we need some people in our corner that we can trust to say, no, let's really weigh this out. Man, please. No, don't even go there. We tried that before. Who can talk to you like that? Do you have anybody that can approach you like that? Or is there this persona, fake as it might be, this persona that you are unapproachable and can't nobody tell you nothing? Right? No one can approach you. Man, it breaks my heart when people reveal to me after having a conversation, a heart to heart with me, how they used to perceive me as unapproachable. It breaks my heart. It's like, man. And this is, they're talking about time period when I was clean. And I know exactly that time period. And I know exactly what was going on. I know exactly what they mean. But it hurts when you find out that you went through a season of life and no one in your corner could keep it real with you because of how you were behaving. Right? Don't let that be your story. We've come too far, guys. We've come too far. So ask yourself today, what is an XYZ in your life that currently isn't in harmony with reality? Can you trust your own perspective about that issue? And if you're not really sure about it, who is in your life that loves you enough that can tell you to get real? But here's another question, because they're not saying it here. Who is it in your life that you've given permission to keep it real with you? That's the better question. Because a lot of times people don't approach me because they don't think I'm approachable. And if that's the case, we got a problem. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you. I am going to have the most absolute beautiful day of my life because I have had a beautiful time going over my meditations with you today. I want for you to have a beautiful day on purpose as well. I know you can do it. Hit me up in the comments down below or send me an email. I received some beautiful emails from yesterday. I'm looking at them now. So if you're out there and you have reached out to me, I am going to be responding in the next 30 minutes. Otherwise, just drop me a comment down below when I see your comment. I promise you, if you don't get nothing but a heart, as soon as I see it, I will respond and I will double back and make a comment when I have more time in the day. If I have not, then there's something with the technology because I have not seen the comment. Okay. But when I see it, I will respond. My name is Mighty Stream. Have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to talk to you tomorrow.